Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. I'm at a video title. You know what the video's about? Steelers versus Patriots game preview. And the Patriots' Steelers history goes back, far. Our Tom Brady little rivalry. Tom Brady beat us down every time. We got revenge a couple times. A few times we beat Tom Brady. I think about in that Big Ben era, I think he beat Tom like maybe four or five times like that. And it wasn't a lot, but the rivalry was there a little bit. But it's kind of different now. It's new faces. They have Mac Jones now. It's our first time playing Mac Jones, actually. And we have Mr. Trubisky, and we have Najee Harris, and they have Damian Harris from Alabama. I think he's from Alabama as well. And then they have I forgot who's that guy? Kendrick Bourne. We have DJ Johnson, of course, Claypool, Pickens, and all that. So we got a lot of young guys in this game. A lot of young guys. The kind of eras are different. Everything is kind of changed over. And we're gonna go through some of the stuff, like some of the pros and cons of each team, and starting off with the Patriots. I believe the Patriots, we're going based off of offense, defense, special teams, seeing which team has advantage, and just breaking it down from there. Offense, I feel like the Steelers has a slight edge, just because I feel like the Steelers have a number one receiver, and DJ Johnson out there, and Pickens is not a number one receiver, but I think down the line he'll be given more opportunities. And Claypool, Chase Claypool is a guy who can be potentially number one receiver as well. And then you have Najee Harris, and then you have I guess the quarterback is kind of like similar a little bit, but you have like Najee Harris like that. You have like more star powers, Pat Fryermuth and stuff. The Patriots offense is not bad or anything, but I feel like I guess still a slight edge. The Patriots offense, they don't really have a number one guy on the outside. Like Kendrick Bourne is solid and stuff, and Jacoby Myers is a solid guy. Hunter Henry, the tight end, is pretty good and stuff like that. And I think he had a contract extension actually too. And then Damian Harris, the running back they have, is a good running back as well. But I don't feel like they don't have the offense is not the same. Same as ours like that. Now the O line might be slightly better than ours probably, and because our O line is his O line is young, is working, is developing slowly over time. So hopefully it gets better. Now Mr. Trubisky, I don't think he got sacked that first game, or I think he maybe got sacked once. But the O line did a good job of keeping him on his feet. Like that. Now the O line did collapse a couple times. We had to get out the pocket, but we knew the O line was gonna be perfect or anything. But as long as they stay solid, consistently solid, like I said in the past, we'll be good. Now I think we have the advantage a little bit with the offense. Najee Harris, I don't know if he's 100%. I know he's playing, but I don't think he's 100%. But Jalen Warren has shown that he can get the job done here and there and make some plays. So if we run this game through the running backs, maybe pass at the backfield. And Trubisky got to start looking over and taking the check down to Najee, Jalen Warren, let them get loose, maybe break a tackle or two like that. Because everything has to be a home run hit. It has to be a home run hit down the field just to impress the fans or just impress the crowd or something just impress the people and the media and stuff. Take your check downs, look, do your reads. If it's not there, take the pass to Najee. Najee Harris is very capable of breaking a tackle and making a 2-yard catch to a 10-yard gain. And then Jalen Warren, the same thing. Take that. Pat Fryermuth. He used Pat Fryermuth later in the game. Stuff like that. Find Pat Fryermuth. Use that as your safety blanket. Give him the ball. Give him 7 to 8 targets a game or even more. Give him targets like that. Let him get the ball because you see what he can do. He can break tackles. He can make things happen. Just go through your reads, your progression, and just don't turn the ball over. Last game he might have looked the best. He might have left some passes out there George Pickens was open. That would have been a home run touchdown too, especially the speed George Pickens has. He probably would have outran him. And then the Miles Boykin, he missed that throw. He missed the Najee Harris throw on the side and stuff like that. So he missed some throws in the game, but he didn't turn the ball over. That's the main thing. He didn't turn the ball over because I don't know if our team built to survive a turnover. We may can survive one turnover early in the game, but I don't think we can survive multiple turnovers. If we would have turned the ball over 5 times, like the Bengals did, we was not going to win that game because the offense was not going out there and putting points up. The defense put up a pick 6. Like that out there. So the offense really just put up what was it 17? Really 17, right? Because the defense put the pick 6 up. So yeah, so the offense we had 23. So the offense really didn't put up a crazy amount of numbers like that. So hopefully we can get the offense going and get the offense moving. And Mr. Trubisky start getting more comfortable. I know it was the first game of the season. That AFC North rivalry a little different than the other divisions. It's a little more gritty, a little more tougher and hard hitting and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe he was a little shocked, a little spooked. But now he can play the Patriots, be at home, he had I think he had the fans behind him. I don't know. Sometimes the fans might start chanting Kenny Pickett name, but hopefully not. Hopefully he had the fans behind him, and then he can start getting comfortable and start making the throws that we see him make. We know he can make like that. So hopefully. But the defensive wise, you already know the Steelers defense even without TJ Watt, defense still key factor. Malik Reed should do well in the fill-in. Alex Highsmith should do well again. Cam Hayward is an absolute beast. Isaiah Loudermilk, you got Chris Wormley, Larry OG, all these guys. Montravius Adams. We got a lot of good depth, and Miles Jack and stuff. So I thought the Steelers defense is the better defense. The Patriots defense do have some players. Matthew Judon probably being probably one of the best on the defense like that, and pass rushing and stuff. But the Patriots really don't. The Patriots really don't like fear you. Like, you don't really fear the Patriots. Like harassing you in the pocket or anything. You know how the Steelers defense did to the Bengals and how the Bills defense did to the Rams. Like, you're like, okay, I can't get a play. I gotta run 12 personnel to have 2 tight ends on the outside to help me block. You're not gonna do that against the Patriots. Patriots they're not really that type of style of team. They more of a coverage like team like that. Like they always known for their DBs being covered. But J.C. Jackson, he's not there anymore, so things look a little different on the outside. And you seen that last week when Tyreek Hill had a pretty good game against he had 90-something yards, and then he had a 10-yard run. I think he fumbled on one of the runs, but he had a pretty good game against them and like that. So like, it's kind of a little different. Patriot style a little different now, but I think our defense should outplay their defense. And I feel like I don't know if we might not have 7 sacks like we did last time. It'd be cool if we did have 7 sacks again, but I think we probably get like 4 or 5. Maybe 4 or 5 sacks and getting in there. We'll send some blitzes and stuff like that. I don't know about the turnovers. Maybe Mac Jones did turn the ball over last week. Like that, trying to get the ball and forcing ball through double coverage, and maybe we can like trick him with some kind of like some bait looks like we was doing with Joe Burrow. So hopefully we can do that and make some things up. Special teams, I think, is neutral. Patriots special teams always good like that. They always have an all pro coming out of there, and our special teams I feel like pretty good too. The block PAT they had last game, and Gunner has some good returns and stuff like that. So I think it's kind of neutral in between. And Gunner is playing his former team too. Maybe it might implement something in there. I don't know. Maybe he might get in the game, on some type of trick play or something. They had a trick play we did with the double reverse, they threw the kind of like a flea flicker a little bit, and then threw the Pat Fryer move. I hope we stay aggressive and implement more of that into the offense. But yeah, that's really pretty much it. Like that. You really ain't gotta worry about. You really gotta worry about the Patriots. Patriots offense. Now, I ain't saying it's terrible or anything, but there's nobody on the outside. A receiver game that you can fear. You be like, oh, we're gonna be up all night. We got like Justin Jefferson out there, or AJ Brown out there, or somebody like that. Devontae Adams out there. And there's nobody on the outside like that. There's some solid guys on the outside, but there's nobody like that where you like fearful of. But I think on the other side, Pittsburgh, like Deshaun Johnson, like I ain't saying like he's up there with those other guys, but he's definitely maybe top 12 or maybe top. I don't know where he actually ranked in the receiver wise like that, but he definitely up there. He's a Pro Bowler. Had 100 catches last year. I believe it's 1,100 yards, something like that. So, he can mix it up. Like that, his route running is very smooth. So, I feel like he should have a good game like that, beating these corners and stuff. But my key to victory for this game, I think our key to victory for this game, in my opinion, if we can get the ground game going, we can air the ball out. Because the ground game, we can get it going. And, just being consistent with, mixing it up. Having even add Mr. Trubisky to that. Mr. Trubisky start maybe some design runs for him, some read options, let him get loose, let him run the ball like that. Najee Harris, they can get some things, keep everything in between tackles. Our O-line not good enough for us to go outside the numbers, try to do any things outside. Keep everything in between the tackles, a zone runs straight up the middle, left or right side. Keep everything close up so we moving forward like that. So if we do get stuff, it's we're not losing any yardage like that. Because going outside, we got to get out the numbers, and then the team not blocking as well. Then it causes a little mayhem. We start losing yardage. I think we do that, implement that. I think we can air some things. I think Mr. Trubisky should have a good game, airing the ball out a little bit, letting some of these receivers win their matches down the field. Because I don't feel like the Patriots have. They ain't got J.C. Jackson anymore. They don't have an elite cornerback or anybody fearful where you be scared to oh, can't air it out because this guy right here like that. But I think we should do pretty well in this game. I ain't saying it's gonna be a blowout, but I think we should win comfortably. But it is our team. They always giving us heart attacks. So I don't know, but I think my prediction for the score is gonna be Steelers. Steelers 27. Patriots 14. 27-14. 27-14, Steelers win 2-0, and they heading on a short week to the Browns like that. That's my prediction for the score. You got to leave your predictions down below, and let me know what you guys think and what you like about the pros and cons of each team. And I'll see you guys on probably the game review, which will be on Sunday. Peace out.